Hey guys, as part of this session, we are going to create a modal pop-up using HTML, CSS and JavaScript. So we'll be having a page with button called show modal that you are seeing on my screen. And whenever you click on the show modal button, we are going to launch the modal pop-up. And this modal pop-up will be having three sections like header section, body section and footer section. Using the cross symbols that is available at the right corner, we can close this modal pop-up, and also by clicking the close button that is available in footer section, we can close the modal pop-up. I have a folder called modal pop-up on my desktop. Open it, shift right click, open command window here and just write code space start and launch the Visual Studio Code. So now we have Visual Studio Code. Press Ctrl Shift E for the Explorer. And here we are going to create three required files that are index.html for markup, and then we are going to have the script.js for JavaScript code, and we are going to have style.css for styling purpose. Just close this Explorer and go to index.html and let's start writing our markup. Here I am going to use the embed feature of Visual Studio Code to write the HTML and CSS code faster. If you are not aware of that, please refer my suggested video. Use the exclamation symbol and press enter. It is going to give us HTML boilerplate code or skeleton code. Before we start writing code for modal pop-up, let us draw sample feature how it should be. I have Paint application. First we are going to have the container, and inside the container we are going to have the modal pop-up. This modal pop-up will be having three sections like header, and then it is going to have body, and then it's going to have the footer section. So this is header and body, then footer, and the header section will be having the cross symbol to close the modal pop-up, and the same way footer section also will be having the closing button to close the modal pop-up. So now we have the plan, let's execute it. So here, as I said, first we need to have the container. So I am using the CSS class to create the markup. So container, and inside the container we are going to have the modal. So modal class, and then as I said, the modal will be having three sections like header, body and footer, and each one of these section is a row. So let's create header first, header and row, and then we are going to have modal, body, row, and finally we are going to have the footer. So footer, row. After that, this header section will be having the heading like modal pop-up something, and then it is going to have the cross symbol. So for that we need to define two divs. So first div will be having the div, and then it is going to have the header h2, and here I say modal pop-up. Then we are going to have the div, and inside the div we are going to have the symbol cross symbol. So for that you can use ampersand and let's say times. So it is going to create a cross symbol. For the body I am going to show some random text, that is lorem text. So lorem, and in the footer we are going to have the closing button. So button dot button close, and let's say close. So now let us run this. Right click, open with live server. Now we can see the result in right side browser. So we have the modal pop-up and we have the cross button here, and then we have the body, and in the footer section we are having the close button. Let's start styling this pop-up, and for that we are going to write the CSS in the style.css, and before that let us refer that. We know that to refer the external CSS file we need to use the link tag. So link, and then we have to use href equal to style.css. Press enter. Style.css is referred. Same way let us refer the script.js also. Script src script.js, and let us use the defer. I am sure you know about the defer. If you are not aware of that, please watch my suggested video. And here title maybe let's say modal pop-up instead of document. So now let us go to style.css and start writing the CSS classes. First of all, let us define the margin and padding for all the elements. So use the star symbol and then margin 0, padding 0, box sizing, border box, and now we can see that everything is stick to the document. And now let us define the height and width for HTML and body. So HTML body height 100%, width 100%, box sizing, border box. Now let us define the display background color and some other properties for the body. So body element, display we are going to use flex direction. I would like to have the column, justify content, flex start, and align items center. So I am going to use the gradient color for the background, and for that purpose we can go to cssgradient.io website. Navigate to website cssgradient.io in the browser, and once you open it, you can see that we have a sliders here. You can play with these sliders and you can change the colors, and you can select different colors also. I am good with this color combination, and just scroll down, and here you can see that CSS generated whenever you change these sliders. So I am just copying this, use this as a background color for body. So just use it, and now you can see that our background is changed, and we are not able to see this model pop-up because we don't have any background for container or model. And now let's write CSS for container, and let us use display flex, and I am going to say justify content center, align items center, and let us define some height 100%, and now we can see that our content is placed at the center. Usually model pop-ups are placed at the middle of the screen, so I just placed our content at the middle of the screen using the flexbox and properties like justify content and align items. I am going to create a crash course on the flexbox in upcoming session. So now if we go to index.html, and in the container we are having the model. So let us define CSS class for this model dot model, and let us define the background color first so that we can see our model. Background white, there you go. Now we can see our content, and I am going to have the width here. Let us have some border. So border 1 pixel solid, and I am going to use as CSS. And then let us use the border radius 5 pixel. Let us have some box shadow, and I'm going to use 10 pixel, and let us have some color gray. We can change this color everything. So instead of gray color, select, we can just mention again 10 pixel. Now let us write CSS class for header and row. We can see that model pop-up and cross symbol are not in same line, so they should be in the same line. Like we need to place this cross symbol at the right corner of the model pop-up. So for that, so row, and let's say display flex, and there you go. Now we can see that model pop-up, and next to model pop-up we can see the cross symbol. We need to add more styling though. We are going to define another CSS class, that is justify content. So justify content and space between, justify content space between, and the same way let us define another CSS class, that is justify content and flex end. So justify content flex end for the header row. Save it. Now you can see that there is a gap between the model pop-up and this cross symbol, and this cross symbol placed at the right corner. Same way we need to place this close button also at the right. So for that, let us use the justify content and flex end. Save it. Now you can see that this is placed at the right corner. So now let us define some padding to the header, body and footer. So header, and then we have model, body and footer, and we forgot to mention dot here. Padding 10 pixel, and we need to have the border bottom for each of these sections. So add border bottom 1 pixel as CCC. We can see the border for header, body and footer, but we don't require for the footer, so we can just override the border for footer. So footer border none, and we don't have the border now. So now we have the model pop-up ready, and we need to make some little bit changes. For cross symbol we need to add some CSS class. Close font size for the close button, we didn't have that. here, close, so to rem. And then for the header, maybe we need to add some margin so that this one and this one will be the same line. So just add for a header, inside the header we have h2, and just add some margin top 5 pixel. Now we can see both in the same line. And let us add some CSS class for the button close. So button, let's say background color white, 10 pixel, padding 5 pixel, 8 pixel, border radius 5 pixel, border none, and cursor pointer, some line height 20 pixel, and let's have some font size. And we need to hide this modal pop-up by default, so we have to write a CSS class for that, hidden and display none. And let's go and apply this hidden to the modal pop-up. You can have for the content itself hidden. Now you can see that it is hidden, so we need to have some trigger point to bring up the modal pop-up. So we need to have a button for that. Button dot show modal CSS class we are going to apply. So modal, let's say show modal, and we are going to have this one here. And now take this show modal, and since we have the same background blue color, so I am not going to use this button class show modal, except background color we can have the same thing. So just use this. So maybe you can cut it and reuse, just cut it here. Same way we can have the button close also. And now what we are going to do, color white, right, instead of color white, so remove the color, some margin to this. So margin color white you can have, padding, border radius, border cursor, line height, everything we can remove from here. So now what should happen, when you click on the show modal button, we should bring up the modal pop-up, and for that we need to write the JavaScript code. And we have already referred this JavaScript. As a first step, we need to access all the required elements. So let button show equal to document dot query selector, going to use show modal, and just copy this. And then we need to have modal, and also we need to take this close button, so close. So we need to have this button close, rename them modal, and it should be close, it should be button close. And what we need to do, so whenever we click on the show modal, we need to bring up the modal pop-up. For that we need to listen to the click event of this show modal. So we have the button show here, button show dot, we can use the add event listener. So if you are not aware of add event listener, please refer my suggested video. We need to listen to the click event, and then it's going to take the callback function. So I am going to write it as a arrow function. So whenever we click on it, what we have to do, now we have the container, so we need to refer one more item, container also. Let container equal to document dot query select, and we need to use container. So now we have the hidden class applied to this container. That is the reason we are not able to see the modal pop-up. So if we just remove this, Ctrl X, we can see the modal pop-up, right? What you have to do, so we need to remove this hidden class from this container element whenever we click on the show modal, so that the modal pop-up will be shown. And go to script.js, container dot class list object, remove method, and we need to mention hidden CSS class. So because we are going to remove the hidden CSS class from the container class list. So now just save it, and now click on the show modal. There you go, now we got the modal pop-up. And the same way, whenever we click on the cross symbol or close button, we need to hide this modal pop-up, and for that we need to listen to the close button and cross symbol click events. I have selected autosave option in Visual Studio Code. That's the reason you can see that modal pop-up sometimes will be hidden automatically whenever I just make changes. So I just undo that. Now before that, let us go to this close CSS class and add the cursor pointer. And then, so now whenever we click on the close button or this cross symbol, we need to close this pop-up. So for that we need to add the logic. Just copy this and just change it to close. Now instead of removing the hidden CSS class from the container element, we need to add it. So just change this from remove to add. And the same way we need to add for the close button also. So we have the close button here. So just take this close button. Just click on the show modal. Now we have the modal pop-up. And now just click on this cross symbol. We can see that modal pop-up is hidden. And click again. and just click on this close button, we can see that again the modal pop-up is hidden. We can see this close button is not at the right because I think we have some margin 20 pixel is there, so button close we don't require, say margin 0. Now we can see that properly. So now just click on the show modal and click on this cross symbol or close button. We can see modal pop is being hidden. If you notice, we have the duplicate code of closing pop-up. So now let us write a function here. For better reusability and readability purpose, we can separate this code. So constant close modal, and just take this code and use it here. We can simply remove this callback function and we can just refer close modal here also. And the same way, just add another function to show the modal, show modal, and take this code and add it here, save it, and just click on show modal, and we have the modal pop-up, and then close this and close this. It is working. So we are almost done, but a few things left, like whenever we are showing the modal pop-up, we need to add the blur effect to the screen that is behind the modal pop-up. And for that, here you can just add one more div. So div with CSS class overlay. So we need to hide this overlay div by default. So let's add hidden CSS class, and then take this overlay and go to styler CSS, position absolute, and then left 0, top 0, width 100%, height 100%. So we are adding this background color, and also we are adding the backdrop filter, and then g-index 5. And whenever we show the modal, that time we need to remove the hidden CSS class from the overlay div. Just access that first. Let overlay equal to document.query selector overlay. Instead of container, just use overlay. And the same way, whenever we close the modal pop-up, we need to add the hidden CSS class to the overlay. So instead of remove, it should be add. Just click on the show modal. Now you can see that the blur effect is added to the entire screen. So we need to add the position absolute to the container, and before that we need to add the position relative to the body. So just add here position relative and just add position absolute. So we just made position absolute for the container. Just click on show modal. Even after we add the position absolute to the container, still we can see the blur effect, because here g-index of the overlay is 5. So we need to add higher g-index for the container. So here just add g-index 6 and save it. Now you can see that blur effect is gone and you can see the modal pop-up. And the final one is, when you press the escape key, we need to close this pop-up, and for that we need to listen to the key down event. Here document.add event listener key down, and this function is going to receive event. Just mention event, or you can simply say E also. Key equal to escape. So here we are just making sure that the key is escape key, and also the pop-up is already up. Just click on show modal and press escape key on your keyboard. You can see that modal pop-up is hidden. And even you can make few changes, like whenever you click on the overlay, means outside of the modal pop-up, you can just close it. So just take this overlay, use this, and here instead of button show, just say overlay. So whenever we click on the overlay, we are going to close the modal pop-up. Save it, click on show modal and click outside of that. So you can see that now, even though you click outside of the pop-up, this modal pop-up is not being hidden. That is because the container is having the height 100%. If you go to developer tools, you can see that the container is having the height 100%. So that's the reason whenever you click outside of this modal pop-up, this pop-up is not getting closed. So this is the container and this is the height. If you have the requirement of closing the pop-up when you click outside of the pop-up, then what you can do, we can just simply remove this height and you can just add top some 30 percentage, depends on where you want to show your pop-up, and left 10 percentage something. Save it, and now just go to the browser, refresh, click on show model. Now you can see that we are showing here, and if you click outside, now pop-up is gone. So this is about creating the model pop-up using HTML, CSS and JavaScript. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon for all the updates. Thank you for watching.